It's time to make some decisions.
Hello everybody, welcome back to Making Decisions. My name is Jess Goldsmith and I'm really excited about today's episode because I'm going to be showing you how to do live and editable text effects in the appearance panel in Adobe Illustrator. I want to just pop into the chat first and say hi to everybody. We got Jack here on both Behance and YouTube. Hello, Jack. Thank you for being here and modding today. Obviously, this is a different time than usual. I am usually on Tuesdays at 12 p.m. Eastern, and right now it is Monday at 4 p.m. Eastern. That's okay. We're still going to get into it, and that's going to be really exciting. I'm stoked to show you guys what we have, and I want to let you guys know that I have a digital product that is available for download. So sorry. I have a digital product that's available for download, and it's going to be free for you guys if you stay tuned to listen to the discount code. It is available on my website, and it's in the bio, in the description of this episode. But for you guys, it will be free, but you got to watch. Okay. We got Bree in here. We have Becky in here. We have, and Jack also dropped the Discord link. Make sure to pop into the Discord. Let's get started. If you can hear Stanley, that's because he's right next to me. Okay, so we're going to be working on this today. I'm going to show you guys how to make this happen. I want to show you what is going on in here before anything else. So firstly, this is editable, which means you can It's live type. You can play around with it. You can write whatever you want. You can change the font. And a lot, I don't want anything crazy to happen. Oh no. Hold on a second. Let's go to a basic font. There we go. Editable. Great. I'm going to teach you guys how to make this thing. It's getting a little toasty in here. I think Stanley wants to say hey real quick. Good boy. Whoop! Flung himself. Okay, we are going to start off with typing in a word. I know we don't have a lot of people in the chat today because of the time switch of this episode, but for the people that are in the chat, if you want to drop, you know what, let me pick a couple of words. We could do Adobe, we could do create, and we could do, let's do Stanley. So if we can get a poll going for these three words to work on, and while we're doing that, we can create a color palette because I created this one here, but we don't have to use that one. Let's use something else. So I want to, I'm glad you're here today. Nice birthday tree. Oh, happy birthday. I remember that you told us it was going to be your birthday, and that's exciting. Happy birthday, Bree. Oh, Jack is choosing Stanley, I think. Okay, I'm going to choose some colors, and I want to do something that looks like chromey. So, but I want it to look a little bit different. I'm going to do it in the red and pinks family. We'll do reddish pink. Actually, we can just create the gradient here. So let's do this, and we'll add in this color here, and just a bunch of different pinks, and even maybe an orangey pink to offset things a bit. Do a light yellow, and get rid of this black. Nice. What's everyone's favorite color? That's what I want to know. Mine changes. Currently it's green, which I know, not pink. Shocking. But it switches up. Also, sorry about the noise if you hear it. If you may know that I am in New York City. That's where I live. And I also happen to live on a pretty busy street. As not all, but most streets are here in New York. And there go the sirens. Amazing. It's just nonstop. let's see. Create is winning, I think, at this moment. We're going to use this as the gradient. Let's see how the poll is doing. We got 5 votes. Okay. I know we don't have as many people in the chat today, but what do we think about getting maybe to 10 votes? I think that could be fun. 10? Or let's just do a tiebreaker. Let's say 7. Can I vote myself? Oh, I think Jack already voted for the Adobe channel. But yeah, let's get to 7 votes. And while we're doing that, I'm going to pick a few fonts for you guys to choose from, but you can just shout them out in the chat. I'm going to write create Stanley so you guys can see what they look like, and we'll choose maybe 2 or 3 of them. I think I want something that's thicker. So definitely not a script, and definitely maybe a slab serif, but not a regular serif. Like this looks great. And if we go to type, change case, uppercase, that kind of looks cool too. Let's duplicate that. And let's see what else we got. This is a good one as well. And let's see. I don't think the Adobe account can vote actually. Oh, okay, so maybe that's why, oh my gosh, maybe that's why I'm not able to vote. But we're at a perfect split of 33, 33, and 33%. So we really need, yeah, Jack, we really need that tie, that tiebreaker, sorry. Let's see, and then I want to use something that I don't usually use. I feel like I'm always using the same fonts here because I like the same fonts, you know? I don't want to use anything too. Let's go with a slab. Oh my gosh. Okay. I will say my preferred one is going to be Poplar Standard Black. But I want you guys to vote, which is, it's kind of crazy that we're at a 3-way tie. If we can't figure it out, I'm just going to go with create because I feel like that's oh, Stanley's winning. Okay, shut it down. Good job, Stanley. Good job, good boy. What do you have to say? That's what I thought. Good guy. Okay, amazing. We're going to end the poll on a Monday. Monica's so funny. Yes, on a Monday. We, no, Jack, I ended the poll because we got 8. We got 8 votes, and then before that we had the 7 votes, and it was landed on Stanley, and I want to get the party started. Yes, Monica, we are on a Monday. Just a little bit of a change just this week. Don't worry. Okay, so we got the word Stanley. Now, usually if you want to add a gradient to text, you can't do that unless you create outlines. But I want this text to work, to be editable. So I'm going to shut off the fill and the stroke, and then I'm going to, where's my appearance panel? I'm going to bring up my appearance panel. Now, there's a couple of things that, well, just one thing that you need to remember. The layers of this panel are very important, and don't fear. Look, I know this looks scary, but it's actually pretty simple if you're thinking about it in a, what's the word? I want to say pragmatic, but I don't know if pragmatic is the correct word, but like in a layered approach. So first things first, we are going to add the fill, and I want the fill to be a gradient. So look at that. We already got that done. And it's editable. So right off the bat, we're already doing really well. And I want to edit this gradient. So it's at like a, let's see, 90-degree angle. Let's do a little bit of like let's do 95 degrees. So it's a bit on a slant, and we can move it up a bit. Great. Now I want to add a stroke. So we're going to add the stroke. Here's the thing. If the stroke is on top, whoops. Uh-oh, what's going on here? Huh, something's happening. Let's see what this stroke looks like. Oh, it's not selected. Huh, that's why it's not working. Okay, so we added the stroke. And now I want to add another stroke. Sorcery, I know. I want to add another stroke underneath. So I'm just going to hit the plus button, duplicate selected item. And I'm going to bring this, I'm going to change the color actually so you guys can see the difference when the difference happens. I'm just going to change it to green. And we're going to make the stroke, we're going to add transform. Where is this? What? Transform. Now I want to, what I'm going to be doing is making like a really slight drop shadow on the inside of the text. So this is where the stroke is. I want the stroke to be in here. So actually what I'm going to do is not transform. That's my bad. I am going to offset path negatively. So if I do change that to a negative, you see it goes in, but I don't want it to be that far in. So let's do, see, 0.1, nope, still too big, 0.09. It's just a lot of playing here. It'll also depend on your artboard. This is perfect, negative 0.03. Did you hear that from Stanley? I swear it wasn't a fart. So now that we have that stroke, I'm going to change it to black, and I'm going to change the, whoops, the opacity to overlay. So now we have like this cute little, I can't, he's snoring like crazy. Now we have this cute little drop shadow that's giving it a little bit of dimension. Once we do that, and I want to bring this over as like an example, I don't know, you can't really see it here because I messed it up when I was giving my example, but I want to add another stroke that is the same color fill as this gradient. So I'm going to duplicate this and gradient, hold on, let's see, can I do this? I might have to go like that. Okay, hold on. So we have this, and we have both of these strokes. Hold on a second. Let's duplicate this one. Turn this one to black. Oop. Sorry about the noise, friends. Turn this one to black and make it a little bigger. Okay. Sorry, everyone. We gotta delete some things. I'm just gonna go backwards. Woo! Jess, should we be, you don't see the appearance panel. Well, that's not good. Yeah, you should. Huh. What is going on? Let me try to figure this out. You guys absolutely should be seeing the appearance panel. Let's try to figure this out real quick. Window capture, application capture. Does this work? Hold on, let's see. Can you see it now? Oh, wait. Oops. Do you have a second monitor? I do have a second monitor, but it is not in the second monitor. Yes, Jack, you are correct, and I believe I fixed it, but let me know if I didn't. Amazing. Woo, sorry guys, thanks for letting me know. Okay, we're gonna delete this stroke. We have that, oh wait, no, we're not. Okay, we've got this, woo! We're gonna add another one. We're gonna change this to white, and we're just gonna make it a little smaller. Can I drag that there? No, I don't think I can. So now we have like this, now we have like this double stroke, which it's not really a double stroke, it's a layered stroke with the white on top of the black, and the white is smaller. I do want to add, another stroke, but I wanted it to be, there we go. Why is it not showing up though? That's what I'm a little concerned about. For some reason, it is not showing. And that scares me. Let's see. Stroke. Change the color. Huh. Okay, well, for some reason that's not working, and I don't like that very much. We'll delete it. Great. We'll delete that one. What is next? What is next, people? Yeah, everyone can see it. Okay, great. Amazing. Let's see if we change this one, if it'll work. For some reason, it's disappearing and just turning it into something else. I just want you guys to see it here. When I have the full... Is it not working here? There's something going up, but okay, we'll delete this for now and we'll just keep going. Actually, let's keep it up. Okay. So we have this and, oh wait, characters. Sorry guys, I'm just really confused about what the heck is going on with, oh, there was a negative offset. That's what it was. That's what it was. Okay, let's bring this down here. That's on me, I think. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Fixed it, everybody. That was a user error. Okay. So we have the stroke here, and if you can see, there are different ways that you can have this gradient stroke going. You can apply gradient along the edges, apply gradient within the stroke, and across the stroke. I'm not going to use this one, but I do like it because it's giving it like a neon look, which I think is super fun. But that's not really the look that I'm going for today. What I'm going for is more of the apply gradient along the stroke or within the stroke. I think along the stroke. That's fun. Okay, wow, I'm so glad that I figured that out. That was freaking me out a bit. Great. Now I'm going to add yet another stroke. I don't know what's going on here. I'm going to add yet another stroke around because everything's going to be housed inside itself. We're going to add stroke. We're going to bring that all the way down so it's at the bottom. And change it to black. And we're going to make it larger. Now we're going to go back into the transform panel. Great. Effects, distort and transform. Transform. Now what I want to do is move this very, very slightly. 0.0278 is like more than enough, I think. We're going to do like 4 copies and I want to show you what happens. Ta-da! Great. Perfect. Except it's not perfect. And you know what? That's okay that it's not perfect. Oop, I'm just trying to figure out a few things. Oh, Stan. Opacity, normal, 100%. Great. So let's fix the transform, and we can make that even smaller. We'll make this 0.012, 0.012, and then we could duplicate it. And we could duplicate it again. And that's how you're going to get this fun little drop shadow effect, which again, reminder, it is editable. Yay! Now we want to get the white around everything, so we're just going to do the same exact thing. It's a lot of repetitive steps that you got to do over and over and over again in order for it to work. I'm going to change the color just so we could see the background. Oops. I think I might have to move Stanley if he's whoop. I might have to move Stanley if he is being way too loud. You're gonna rewatch the stream so many times. Here's the thing, I actually have an entire series on this. If you type in Jess Goldsmith into Adobe Live's YouTube search, you will find an 8-part series on this that gets into a lot more detail. It's a lot more straightforward. And also, what I have for you guys is, let me drop this here for 1 second. Whoop. Hold on, stand by. Okay, so if you go to the Women of Type website, and you know what, let me just drop it here. So there's a text effect that I just dropped in the chat for everybody. Don't buy it, because I'm gonna have a discount code for you guys that is 100% off. So don't buy it. If you are watching this, you will have 100% off. Although, only if you're watching live. If you're not watching live, sorry. Love you for watching. $5 is still whatever. But let's get back into this. I've watched it and it's great, but I don't remember some of these tricks. Maybe I'm forgetting. It's a lot to remember, honestly. It is a lot of layering over and over and over again. Great. We are going to, what is this though? Get rid of that. Can we get rid of this? Stroke. Okay. We are going to add let's add a fill. Bring it all the way down. And we are going to offset path. Oh, wait, no, just kidding. We're not going to do that. We're going to duplicate the stroke. And we are going to offset this stroke. Distort and transform, path, offset path. Great. And let's leave it that color for, okay. I'm leaving it blue for now because we want to be able to see all of the, we want to be able to see the outline. Now you see here that there's like this white space, and that is because there's no fill. So let's add a fill. We'll add same color. And we're gonna have to offset this and add the same transform. I wonder, can I copy? Oh, that moves it to there, I think. Hold on, let's see how this works. I'll duplicate this, and can I change this to a stroke, to a fill? I can't, but what I can do is bring this here and bring these into the fill, I believe. Can I? Offset path, transform, transform. Delete this. Offset path. Huh. Maybe this needs to be bigger. Let's do 0.2. 0.6. Interesting. Okay, let's create it on its own then. Or, no, that's not gonna work. Oh, this isn't in there? Sorry guys, I'm also learning based on my own methods because I don't speak it out loud ever when I'm doing it. Okay, we're gonna do a fill, and we're gonna bring that fill all the way down. We're gonna change that fill to the blue. And then we are going to path, offset path, let's do 2. For some reason, that's not happening. Offset path, transform. Wait. Where did that go? You guys. Okay, I'm gonna ignore that for now, and I'm gonna duplicate this. And I'm gonna change it to red. And now giving it that extra stroke. So now I could let's turn this down a bit actually. Let's turn this to white. Hey, Josie. Let's turn this to white, and let's turn this up to red. I do want to figure out what's going on with that fill though, because that's bothering me quite a bit. I'm gonna try it one more time and then I'll leave everyone alone. Add new fill, make it white, and now bring that all the way down. And now, distort and transform, no, rasterize, path, offset path. I don't know, will round change it? Did that work? I think it worked. Then we have to transform. Okay, we figured it out, everybody. We figured it out. Let's do 4 copies. Let's move it to the side a bit. Did it work? Who knows? It worked enough. Great. Now we're gonna do this again. We're gonna duplicate it over and over again. That's the whole thing with this method. It's wild. Okay, I see what I did. Transform, stroke. Okay. We are going to duplicate this, and we're just going to transform it to be a little bit more out. What is going on? Offset path. Guys, I'm having a hard time. I don't know what happened here with my layers. That's why when I say it's tricky, it's tricky. I'm going to get rid of that. Let's leave it at this for right now. Whoops. Oh, it's in characters? I don't know what characters means. Do you? Huh. Okay. We're rocking, we're rolling, we're getting things done. It's just taking some time. This is so cool. No wonder you do this all the time. Yeah, but I almost feel like sometimes there's a science to it because you have to like be able to mix the correct, what's it called? You have to be able to like mix the correct layers together properly, which can be hard, you know? Okay. So above the red stroke, I want, above the red stroke, I want there to be a white fill. So I'm going to change the fill to white, and I'm going to offset. And then I'm going to transform. Let's move this a bit here and a bit there. Let's make 3 copies. I don't think that's doing anything, which is so frustrating, but it's okay. We are going to duplicate that again, and we are going to transform this way. Great. So now it looks like, oh, we have this whole thing done. Hey, Kevin. I believe the individual letters, characters versus the type object itself. Okay, Jack, so I do have a question then. Can you work on individual letters then? Because that feels like it doesn't make sense, but I'm not sure. But anyway, I want to add in some texture. So what I'm going to do here is, where's the fill? Change the fill to, whoops. Change the fill to this gradient right here. Whoops. No, oh, I keep not selecting it. Damn. Okay. Where is the fill? So now it looks like we just have another one. We don't. I'm changing it to black and white. And I don't want anybody to be scared because I can fix it. So we're going to do 90 degrees. We're going to have the black on the bottom. And we're going to put this white at 0 opacity. And we're going to put this gray also at 0 opacity. And then we're going to put the entirety of this fill on multiply. So now it's just darkening that layer. I've never done it. Maybe it makes sense if you're working with the touch type tool. Ooh, that is interesting. I am going to try that out. that doesn't sound like it would work, but maybe it will, because then otherwise what's the deal with like characters, you know? Let's see. Maybe it only works. I don't know. We'll figure that out. But now that I'm still on that fill, on this semi-transparent fill, I'm going to rasterize. I'm going to go to bitmap, and I'm going to go 100 ppi. And now I have this cool texture in here, which I can play around. Oh, wait, is that the right one? Nope. And I can play around with the opacity. So we have overlay, and I could bring that down to, whoa. Oh, I think I need to put this under here. Well, maybe not. Either way, this is still editable. Would you look at that? Isn't that fun? It says Stanley, but we're not done, because if I hit type and then I go to distort and transform, and I go to, no, sorry, and I go to warp, I go to arc. Is it arc or arch? But anyway, I could play around with these to my heart's desire. So that's really fun. And now we can write whatever we want in there. So let's do touch type. Touch type tool. And you're going to see here that it gets like a little bit messed up because the settings are saying the same, but the text is changing. So I feel like an easy way to do that is just to do the word separately. Type. What? Tool. Okay. I'm gonna drop the appearance panel screams redesign me. Give me a new and better UX UI. How do you stay organized when working with so many layers? What if you want to change colors or other specifics? Hey Kevin, that is a great question. That is also a great note that I would love to pass along to the developer team. This is how I stay organized. It is hard because you can't name these layers. And listen, you won't catch me naming layers ever. I just don't do that. I'm just not that type of gal. However, I feel like it's layered enough that you could play around with it. You could do on, off. So that was on, this is off. So now I know that it's the white one. If I want to change the color to this orange, I just hit that color, or I could switch it up over here, which I actually kind of like. And I'm realizing that I still want to fill in this extra space here. Like you could see behind the, whoops. You can see behind the letters. There's like that extra space because I only have a stroke. Let's try to fill it in with the color. Is this the right color? Who knows? Fill, whoops. Let's do, oh, I could do a pattern though. Wait, I actually really want to try this. Okay. Let's do leaves, because that seems like it would be easy. You use generated patterns and swatches, and then reuse them in your document. I've never seen this. That's pretty cool. I like it. And it's moving pretty quick. I feel like I can always count on the Illustrator team to give me what I want before I know that I want it. Let's see. Fill. Oh no, but why isn't it showing? It's not showing up. And I don't know why. Is it because there's a stroke around? Oh, because I didn't... You guys, I think the bane of my existence is not actually selecting the thing that I want to select. That's my biggest problem. We're going to try this again. Add new fill. Oh, that's fun! I did not know that you can add patterns in here. That's a good time. That is really fun. Okay, what if I did it here? And I did... Wow. Did you guys know about this and didn't tell me? Because I did not know. And that is a lot of fun. Okay, let's do like hands for touch. Hands and manicures. Sorry, this is so fun. getting a little bit off topic, but not really. And then I'm going to give you guys the discount code. Not the discount code, the free code. Okay. And I guess I could also write the colors that I want and things like that, but that's a lot of fun. That is a lot of fun. Great. Love to see that. I thought that. Oops. I knew that you can do the pattern. I didn't know that it's built into the appearance panel. But anyway, the discount code for the free editable text effect, if you are so inclined to just download it instead of doing the whole shebang of figuring it out yourself, because yeah, it's hard. I'm even messing up a little bit. It is I Make Good Decisions. And I Make Good Decisions. And there are actually I think there's only like 30 free downloads available before it goes up to $5. But then after that, it's free for everybody basically that is watching this live. If you're not watching it live, again, sorry. So I'm gonna type in. Whoops. Let's do. I'm dropping it in here with free with code I Make Good Decisions. And I just dropped that in the Behance chat, and now I'm going to drop it again in the YouTube chat. Amazing. So why do I really like this? That's a great question. There are a lot of times that I am working with a client, just making the magic link. Thank you very much. Let's go. So there's a lot of times where I'm working with a client, or I have like a, or I have like a piece that I worked on, and someone was like, oh, can you just change the font here to whatever this is? And I don't know how to tell them, like, hey, it's not a font. I created this. This is like that's my deal over there. Like, I made this myself. So this, obviously you can't do this with every single thing with lettering and with type, but if you have something like this, makes it very easy, where if the client's like, oh, I love that it says let's go, can we get another one that says hooray? And I'm like, oh yeah, easy peasy lemon squeezy. And then they're like, oh, you know what, I actually don't like the colors. I'm like, oh, don't worry, because edit colors, recolor artwork. There's my recolor panel. So I could just do it like this, but then there's also generative recolor, not regenerative color, generative recolor. And let's say I wanted to do like sparkly night sky. I don't know what this is going to do, but let's see what it comes. Yeah. Is there anything special you have to do to prepare this kind of art for print ready file? Listen, I'll be honest, Kevin, I don't do a lot of stuff for print, and the things that I do for print are not at like that scale where I need to like do a lot of prepping, basically. Like if I print out my stickers or if I create t-shirts, I usually just save it, make sure that it's saved as CMYK. And if the client has specifications for printing, I will ask them, hey, how do you want this? But if it's not asked from them, I don't go out of my way to do it. I don't know if that's unprofessional of me, but I really have not ever had an issue with it, except for the first time that I ever designed anything in my life, and they asked me to outline the text, and I basically took the pencil tool and tried to outline the text. But that's a different story for a different time. Let's see what else that we could do with these text effects right now, because I am having a really good time with it. Right now, I think like this white border is a little bit, well, here's the thing. Is the white border too thin or is the stroke too heavy? Because we can lower that stroke quite a bit. And I think that looks really cool. Hooray. There's also, I'm gonna just use this pre-made one that I have. There's also a way to, oh, I'm not even gonna hit him with the 3D. That's crazy right now. Let's do convert to shape, rectangle. That's cool, not gonna do that. I think I can, can I duplicate this? Clear appearance, reduce to basic appearance, new art has basic appearance, hide thumbnail. There's just a lot that you could do here. Let's try the different, I don't know, let's add, oh, Gaussian blur I feel like would be scary. Stylize, let's do a drop shadow. Oh, there already is one, that's on me. I believe that there already is a drop shadow here. Can I find it? Don't know where I put it. You know what? Kevin, you're right. You were absolutely right about the appearance panel needing some help. Just a little bit of help. Being redesigned. We're gonna do convert to shape. Let's do ellipse. But I didn't want to convert to shape. I think what I need to do here is, oh my gosh, sorry again, that is Stanley. If you guys haven't met him, now you have. We have a fill here. I'm gonna bring this to the bottom. I'm gonna change the color to, let's do blue. And let's see if we can do convert to shape, rectangle. There we go. But what if I don't rounded rectangle? Let's do absolute, relative. That's fun. So again, like now this is just its own thing. I'm gonna duplicate this. I'm gonna bring it below. I'm going to also duplicate this just so I can grab the rounded rectangle and bring it to here. Like that's super easy. That's real easy. And I'm gonna make this a bit smaller. Three. Whoops. This is fun. And then I think I'm going to make the rectangle, we could delete that one. I'm going to make the rectangle, whoop, not wider. There we go. And we're gonna make this stroke also, I keep doing the wrong one, a bit wider. That's a lot of fun. And again, it continues to be editable. This is one of my favorite things to do. Just make these. I feel like these are also great for stickers. Let's see what other shapes we could do here. We could do ellipse, which is fun. And then if I have to change the other one as well, like they're grouped together. I also wish that there was a way for me to group these two together. Can I group? No, I can't. But can I put this stroke into, no, I can't. So if you want to edit things, you really need to edit them individually. But I think that it's a lot of fun. Let's do one more and let's make it super quick. We still got 15 minutes. Let's do, let's choose a word. We didn't do create, and create was the next one up. Let's do create, and I'm gonna choose a font that I made, if I can find one. I did not make this. I did not make that either. Let's see. I really like the Poplar font. I'm gonna go with it again. You can group and apply appearance attributes to a group versus individual object as well. That I know. Oh, summer 2025. Okay, I like that. Let's do summer. I'm just gonna do summer. I think that's easier. I know that you can do that, but I didn't know, but you can't group the things on the appearance panel. You know what I mean? I wonder if I do this group. No, that doesn't work, but that's okay. Okay, so first things first, I want to add a fill, and what I'm gonna do, I think, can I add this to my swatches? I can. let's add that to my swatches. Fill. Great. Because what I could do, oh, that's interesting. It doesn't, huh. You guys see it's acting as like a pattern almost. I'm gonna undo that. Interesting. Okay. Well, that's what the fill is. And I'm gonna delete that main one. Okay. So we have the fill, and I want to change the gradient again to, I don't know, let's do 120 this time. But if I don't like the colors, I can still use this same type of gradient and then just do edit colors, recolor artwork. And let's do oh, I don't know what happened to like, let's do Starry Night. Let's see what happens there. That's cool. I like this one. I like that. Now I'm going to add a stroke, and I want the stroke to be Starry Night as well. How do I make it the same as this though? Does anybody know? I do like eyedropper? No, that doesn't work. Edit gradient. Interesting. Well, I think what I'm gonna do is give it a gradient and just change these to like a blue. I know for sure that there is a way to do it. I also know for sure that I haven't figured it out yet. What are you guys doing this summer? I currently don't have any plans, which is not really like me. I typically like to travel a lot, big on travel, but I haven't booked anything for myself this summer, which is kind of sad, and I think I need to book something quick. Okay, we have this gradient. We're going to make that bigger, and we're going to, I think I want to get rid of that yellow in there, that yellowish, make that all white. And then maybe also get rid of that like dark blue. Hey Nate, nice to see ya. We're gonna get rid of this one too. Cool. So like, that's looking pretty cool already. I want to, let's bring that under. Can I bring that under? Yeah. Let's bring this under, make this stroke a little bigger, and duplicate this. Now I'm gonna make this bigger, but what I'm gonna do is go in here. Bree from, is it Base or Bass? Bass and Base. It's gotta be Base and Pixels. I will be watching Adobe Live for my half days. Amazing. Love to hear that. We're just gonna reverse it so we have like this like edge now. But I'm like, oh, you know what? There's actually not enough contrast. So what I'm gonna do here is bring this down a bit and change it to black. Maybe change it to a dark blue. And maybe make it a little thinner. It's not giving summer, actually, the colors, but maybe we could just change it afterwards. It's giving, like, metal, but, like, you know what I mean? Do this, stroke, and that looks kind of cool. But I don't know if I want to keep it like that. Let's do this. I'm really enjoying how this is coming out. I think that's a lot of fun. Does it make a difference where I put it? Interesting. Interesting, but not my cup of tea. Okay, I'm actually gonna bring it down a bit. Whoops. And let's add in a stroke, but we're gonna offset it. This is the bane of my existence, not clicking on the correct thing. And let's do path, offset path. We're gonna do negative. Round, and let's do negative 0.1. This might need to go above, yeah. that needs to go above. Cool. I am enjoying this. I'm enjoying this experimentation here. Oh, pool vibes. I like that. I actually like that a lot. Okay, you're making me feel better about it. Thank you. Let's do opacity. Let's change that to overlay. Oh, you know what? Okay, it's starting to give summer a little bit. Let's 0.02. Let's do point. Okay. It's actually starting to work for me, summer wise. Let's do one more of these, and we're gonna, yeah, because now it kind of does feel like the pool, and it's reflective sunglasses, and I like that. I'm feeling good about it. See, this is why I have you guys making the decisions for me. You always know what's best. Oh, and we only have 5 minutes left. Amazing. Okay. I want to try something cool though before we do that. So let's make this a light, like, not blue. That's not really blue. And I'm going to bring this down. I'm going to stroke, and I want to make a pattern. Or I'm going to turn it into a swatch, actually. So let's do object, repeat, grid. No, I'm late. Looks gorgeous. I know, Steven. I know. I'm so sorry. This is just not the usual time. So everybody got a little bit late on there, but it happens. It happens. We're going to make this. Whoops. Also, I have a free little free little gift for everyone. If Jack, would you be able to drop that in again for the people that were late? I don't want them to necessarily miss it. Why is there an offset here? There shouldn't be. Oh, there we go. Okay. Okay. So now I want to do effect. Let's see if this works. We do warp, flag. Kind of works. Okay, no. Effect, distort and transform, zigzag. That looks crazy. Smooth, size. That's not doing what I wanted to. I basically wanted to look like it was underwater type of deal, but okay. Let's real quick, because we only got like 2 minutes left. Okay, so now we turn that into a swatch. I'm gonna move this away. Now underneath here, underneath the stroke but above the fill, I'm gonna add another fill, and I'm going to change it to, I'm gonna change it to this. That looks super cool. It's summer by the pool. That was cute of me. I didn't even think to make that rhyme. And let's do wave. Oh, whoops. Sorry. We need to do type, effect, warp, wave, vertical. This is fun. This is fun and I love it. That's really cool. I'm very happy with this. That is amazing. I am gonna go back to my giant head talking to you guys. And I want to say thank you for watching. Thank you for making decisions. Thank you if you end up downloading the free thingy, the free asset, sorry. And make sure to tune in to whatever is on next and whatever is on tomorrow, because that's going to be really exciting. I don't even know what it is, and I know that it's going to be exciting, and that's why I'm going to be watching it as well. So I will see you guys same time as usual next week. Tuesday, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for making decisions. Okay, love you guys. Thanks for watching. Thank you for making decisions. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.